All praises to Yahweh, Bashim Hawashai, Bashim Kodash, the blindness to the elders and apostles of greatness stone. Shalom to the elect which in this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Bashim Hawashai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh is the name of his only begotten Son. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. Yahweh, whom dwellingly called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So I want to go straight into this lesson dealing with so-called natural disasters, which we know are judgment from Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. And on that topic of judgment of the Lord, let me break forth this precept first and go to the clip. This is Zephaniah 3 verse 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light, and he faileth not. But the unjust knoweth no shame. So nobody in regard that Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is the one behind these events. You know? These apocalyptic events, as they would call them on these different news media outlets. So I want to run this clip so you get an understanding of what I'm speaking on.
California, in the coming days, state officials have issued an advisory as they monitor the situation. Hurricane Hillary, as she's called, is currently churning a few hundred miles off Mexico's coast. For more on the storm, let's bring in CBS News senior weather and climate producer David Parkinson. So, David, how rare is this?
It's incredibly rare. So the last time that we had a landfalling tropical storm in Southern California would have been 1939. That's before we named storms. So that gives you an indication of how long ago it was. This is all of the storms that have come within 200 miles of where this storm would be making landfall. And you're saying, oh, there's a bunch of numbers on here. But here's the thing that I want to kind of point out, which is to say, this guy wasn't a tropical storm. Norman had already become extratropical by the time it made landfall. Kathleen and Nora, again, making landfall right here on the Baja Peninsula. We had Jen Cat, who did this kind of fun little loop-de-loop, again, south of the border. Ignacio was extratropical. Doreen stayed off the coast. And we had Kay last year that kind of went up the coast and then did a little loop-de-loo out here. So we haven't had anything like this since that 1939 landfalling storm, and you can see it's a pretty healthy, large-sized storm now. It's not going to have enough time really to weaken as it moves further north.
How big of a threat is this for Southern California, and are they even prepared from an infrastructure standpoint because of what you just mentioned and not really having to worry about it all this time?
Yeah, I mean, rain like this is unheard of in the summer. So here's the deal. In California, the most rain ever recorded in San Diego for the month of August is a little over 2 inches. So, that should show you just how much they are not expecting this in terms of rainfall totals and where this is going to be. What I want to do is I want to put the tropical track on here and show you the storm's going to strengthen to a Category 4 before rapidly weakening as it approaches. It's just not going to weaken enough. So it's a Category 2 on Sunday morning. By the time it's made landfall, it's now a low pressure system at 11 a.m. on Monday. But again, it's made its landfall and it's probably at tropical storm status. The other thing, again, this is for Californians who are not used to dealing with tropical systems. Anywhere in the cone is fair game for where this storm could be. And so it could make a landfall here on the Baja coast. It could make a landfall here up by like Goleta and Santa Barbara, or maybe San Pedro or Orange.
So going back to the precepts, this is Isaiah 29 verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts, which means Yahweh of armies, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and flames of devouring fire. And the main flame of devouring fire is going to be from these ICBMs that are carrying multiple nuclear warheads. And what have been reported lately, strange sounds, strange noises, isn't it? Devouring fire. What took place in Canada, you have over 5,000 fires Canada is fighting now. Look what took place in Maui. But nobody no see what is really taking place, yo. Not seeing that these things are all judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai for what? Amendment. But Scripture said for all these things and wasn't mindful of these things will not regard it and staying on wickedness, yo. And the Lord are gonna turn up the heat even more, yo. The Lord are gonna send more plagues. More things on cannot fathom, yo. And it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. Mainly over Mr. Babylon the Great, which is America. Whether I like it, yes or no, this is what's coming. Unforeseen so-called weather phenomenon. Things that people cannot wrap them brain around. Like, what is going on, yo? Look at the flood that took place in China a couple weeks ago. Look at the earthquake that took place in Turkey and Syria that captured over 40,000 lives. What? Nobody not seeing what the hands of Yahweh Shai is doing in the earth? Nobody? The scripture said the unjust do it? Know it. No shame, yo. So I'm saying this was a quick clip that I saw on the storm that's approaching, you know. So I just wanted to make a quick video showing that, amen, these things are aligned with the prophecies that have been foretold by the prophets. So with that, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kodash. Shalom.